On my mic. Hey there, folks, and welcome to The Vice. We're waiting for our last few players to get in, but figured we'd go ahead and say hello, get started, kind of get you all the recap of where we are, what's going on, all that good kind of stuff. And just like that, all you have to do is go live for the folks to show up. So there's Daniel just popping in. So let's go around real quick and introduce ourselves. Starting off with, as always, Dragons or Cats.
Hello everyone, I am Dragons and Cats. I am going to be playing Vidar Lycran, Hexblade Warlock of no one at the moment, and searching for that wonderful patron in the form of the other God Dagger, God Blade, whatever, who hates me. Well, not hate.
Oh, she pretty much hates you, yeah.
It's a time.
Yeah. Yes, your sentient, currently dagger, at least she's not still just a rock.
Very true.
So, next up is Templar Warden.
Hello, I am Templar Warden. I am playing Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi Wizard, with the Runeforged Sun and magic. And is also a dragon, and not a lich. He's not a lich.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Next up is Bird versus Blade.
Hey folks, I'm Bird. I'll be playing Iskatul, the half-elf bard turned gunslinger and so-called singer of the fates.
Next up, we have NNG9.
Hello, I'm Energy 9. I play Ludar, Water Genasi Monk, Cleric, Manager of various talent. All lots of hats. Also Resident Puntress. Nice to see you.
And last but not least, our man of the hour for our upcoming episode, Good Guy Pie.
Hello everyone, I'm Good Guy Pie. I will be playing Luck Goldheart, Adventure Extraordinaire, all the way from Elevation Pit. And today we are... Oh boy. Oh boy.
Anyway, I am Tall Squall. I am your host and your dungeon master for all of the craziness. This is our coming up on almost 3.5 year long campaign. This is our 132nd session. If you are interested and are looking for something to watch, you can catch all of our episodes and highlights over on our YouTube channel, which you can link to down below. The other thing that we do here, we do run our channel 100% for charity. All of your subscriptions, all your donations can go to affect the game directly by making donations to players, or you can donate to the Spell Bank, which is actually getting quite interesting now because at $1,000 in the Spell Bank, which, gosh, is this our last session? End of April? Is there one? Because next session is May. If we hit $1,000 in this session, our players are going to get to roll on a level 9 spell before we swap out charities for our next sort of quarter of giving. But until then, we are supporting a wonderful organization called Game to Grow. And Bird is going to tell us a little about it.
Sure, Game to Grow is this awesome organization that uses role-playing games as a mean to help develop social skills and relationships for people dealing with mental struggles, for individuals who are on the spectrum, for people dealing with anxiety and depression. They are a great organization who have had wondrous success, glowing reviews. You can learn more about them down below in the doobly-doo by clicking the link. If you can support us/them, that's awesome. If you can't stay, that's awesome. Feel free to hang out, have fun, and let's watch Luck ponder his decision and be judged by every single one of us, in character only, we swear.
I don't.
Anyway, for those of you doing the math and wondering what the difference, why there's $915 in the spell bank, but only $700 or $699 in the actual donation, it's because if your subscriptions do count double towards the spell bank. So we do certainly appreciate those subscriptions. But where I was talking about, the level 9 spell comes in just, what is that, $85 for the spell bank today, and there would be a level 9 spell out there. I did get everything caught up. I put in my $10 for the swear bank from the last combat. There was some other swear bank that was out there as well. So, this month's subscriptions have already gone in, but they will, for those of you who are just subscribing or renewing on the 15th, or close as we are to the 15th of the month, is when I put them all in. If we don't have any other announcements out there, we're going to go ahead and roll our intro and head on in to the world of the Vice.
Limit smash.
And we're back.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Okie dokie. Anyway,
Yeah.
so last time on the Vice, our party that was traveling back towards Sojourn's Crossing, where pretty much the very beginnings and seeds of this campaign were first sown, after attending the huge Convergence Conclave, a big conclave, almost like a World's Fair that happens once every 7 years in our world, that is happens along the same time as an alignment of the stars. Whoa, Wandering Silence, $50 for the spell bank. Thank you, Wandering. Woo! That's $9.65. Okay. They're all about the party. It's been almost probably 18 months since we've been able to roll for a level 9 spell. It was Christmas 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, as they were traveling back up towards Sojourn's Crossing, things were going well. Vidar was working on trying to bond and convince this sentient, currently dagger, but he knows true form as a sword, to become his Hexblade patron. Iska was practicing a new song that she was trying to copy after having heard Asmodeus himself play it in a magical duel that they had done. Axel working on his dragon runes and having some time with his son, Riley, the rune forged, our war forged in this world. Fernando, there's another $50, so I guess we're doing this.
Oh yeah, make chat.
You people are beautiful, as we say. Beautiful.
I don't
So
doubt
that's
hearts. Lots of hearts.
115. Okay, so I guess we should stop and do this thing, right? Wait.
Hell yeah.
Probably, right?
The thing.
Well, yeah, and tell you what, because it's going to be involved in this treasure trove right here, I'm not going to tell you what it is until you actually find it.
But the theory persists that luck accidentally finds a power word kill within it. But is happening to look at one of these people, one of these victims.
So,
I love you.
just
I knew you were having some trouble with your green screen, Kyle, and I wanted to celebrate a level 9 spell with some friends. So
I
love you.
I think with that in mind, shall we have our good friend, Good Guy Pie, roll us a
Oh yeah.
D13?
Power word kill. Power word kill. Power word
Why is you guys in Power Word Kill?
Because it'd be the funniest for you to roll it.
I'm sorry.
Who?
On a 7.
We get a thing.
Interesting.
Power Word
Not gonna
Hood?
tell us.
You know what's funny? Is you could put a green screen on my
On,
picture.
on the back of his thing.
Just the background.
Oh, I could actually.
We could have all of us
With the gray background, I probably very easily could.
No.
Anyway, so a level 9 spell has been rolled. You guys are terrible. Anyway, so as I was saying, as they were traveling up, minding their own business, out of nowhere, they were ambushed, and to quite diabolical effect, they got lucky on some rolls, were able to pin down some of these warriors, all of them seeming to have a lightning component to their attacks, which reminded them of, again, their early days of adventuring when they faced off against a syndicate, a crime syndicate. First, a cell known as the Green Dragonflight Syndicate, dealing in the effects of green dragons. Then the Black Dragonflight Syndicate, doing acid effects. They even ran into, on the other side, a much more organized group over on the other side of the continent, much more mafia-like, whereas the groups on this side of the continent were more gang-like, known as the Masked Dragon, which was operating out of the human capital city, the big underworld group there. And now, apparently, the Blue Dragonflight. However, far better armed, far more strategic in their attack. And one of our characters, Vidar, who had a run-in with the Vicereine, who was later revealed to be secretly the head of this mass dragonflight syndicate out of Falcon's Crest. Felt perhaps she had her fingers in this attack. Vidar knocked unconscious several times. Cilia, their rogue, mauled again and again and again by this Lycan blood hunter. Strange warrior who was able to project echoes of himself around the battlefield as we experimented with a lot of new fun wild mount classes. And the party did end up victorious. Luck, being a blood hunter himself, but also now a paladin of Torm and always a good guy, did use non-lethal force on both the Echo Warrior and the magic user who originally attack them, was the first to attack. And our good friend Axel, who had used True Sight on himself, was able to apprehend an archer that was trying, an arcane archer who was trying to get away, who drank a potion of invisibility and was then captured by Axel. We left off as this archer was apprehended by Axel and turns to the party, actually Axel, and basically just exclaimed, "Shit." And that is where we will pick back up, as combat has just ended and the party finds themselves mopping up after an intense battle, Riley, Axel's son, having made his first kill during it, and Luck and Vidar, both mage slayers, living up to their names with a final caster that now lies crumpled at their feet. So I look to you all. What would you like to do?
I guess bind up our prisoners, first and foremost.
I will hand some people some rope and go.
So Luna, you have this giant body of this werewolf basically on top of you after stabbing him with your Death Bloom thin blade there that has just healed Celia, who is coming to. The sort of blood red petals are surround you. There is a very large werewolf kind of laying on top of you as you sort of flipped over his head and stabbed him through the throat, allowing the Death Bloom sword do its namesake, and after killing someone, healing you for the damage that it had caused on the fatal blow.
I think to get from, she'd probably just, in terms of, getting the werewolf off, just probably just ice up and try and, either slide him off or somehow get a loose,
Yeah, you're able to certainly do that. Celia is there behind you, having basically been mauled to unconsciousness
She's
and
gonna
revived.
Pump some healing into her.
Yeah, she is actually doing fairly well in the grand scheme of things. It's more you can see in her eyes, having sort of lived through that. Currently, while she is healed, this werewolf, because it had gone sort of bloodthirsty, gone into a blood rage, her sort of chest and abdomen area, while healed, seemed to be... This werewolf had consumed part of her, and she kind of passes out. She's not on death's door, but it's gonna take her a moment to recover. She sort of looks you in the eyes and falls back. Not dead unconscious. No, you're not dead. No, not death saving throw unconscious, just mental gotta check out for a moment.
Gotcha.
While we wait on Janae to arrive.
Yeah. Luna will get her, propped up in the van, and probably also check on Tara and Lily at the same time, get them all settled.
Yep, so you're able to do that. Luck, Vidar, you are over here next to both these barbarians who have been killed and the mage. Iska, you are actually closest to the stream right now, where the two unconscious figures are laid on the bank where Luck had left them. So whoever would like to jump in, and Axel, you currently got an archer. I'll go ahead and move you over. You currently got an archer kind of by the scruff of the neck. All of y'all can hear this screaming, and Axel with his arm holding something as this guy is, "Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me."
Yeah. Well, he did start off by breaking out PG-13s. Axel's just sort of going to, frog march, sort of, because he's not that strong, but he's just got to hold her by the neck and frog march him sort of over to the remainder of the group.
Yeah, you can come down off this arch. Luckily, he does have those slippers of spider crawl on him, so you're able. Neither one of you have to worry too much about slipping off. You, as a tabaxi, certainly don't have any problem climbing. He, with these slippers, seems to be doing okay.
Yep, I'll make sure that as I do so, I check for like daggers and anything else that he's got, and just chuck those away.
I mean, one of the big things he has, of course, is this bow that's
which
on
I
him.
figured he dropped. Yeah. So just take everything dangerous away from him.
Okay.
Any potions and stuff as well. Take it back over to the caravan where I will fetch out some rope and tie him up.
Okay, so you're taking him over to the. Over here.
Far
to the...
side of the caravan from Terra and
Yeah. Okay, so you can
caravan.
hold him there.
Kara.
He is still invisible right now. You can
Yep.
see him fine, but no one else can. You can sort of see that you're struggling with someone, and certainly at this point, he's not making his presence too
Not
secretive.
trying to hide.
Yep.
Not
and-
that he was any good at it.
well,
Like
that's how.
everyone knew he was there the whole time already. So
Pretty much.
did.
When you fail your stealth checks when you are invisible, it's pretty sad.
when you still fail them 3 times, and one of them being invisible, yeah. But I'm sort of just gonna basically tie his like hands, arms, and then tie him to the car. So even if he is invisible, he can't exactly just go wandering off.
With that, Vidar's going to be dragged. I think that's a perfect time for Vidar to be dragging 2 dead bodies by the ankles over towards the rest of the bodies over the other side with a dagger sticking in one of their hearts. And just like an eye to Axel.
As you're sort of dragging them by the ankles, Luck sort of grabs them by like the shoulders and lifts them up so they're not getting covered in blood.
So this is
Go
the
ahead.
this is the barbarians.
Yeah.
I need a strength check from Vidar. I'll even get one from Luck because one of them is a Goliath. The other one is a dwarf, but
Go character sheet.
Go character sheet.
There.
Hey!
oh,
Huge
Vidar.
successful.
Yeah,
I mean, he got beaten up.
you are pretty. Yeah, as you try to even lift this dwarf. First thing, dwarves are pretty solid. So actually, I'm sorry, he's a half orc. He's not a dwarf. He's a half orc. Yeah, you
I
can't.
was
Move.
about to say, we were
You
not
can't, I'm
playing
sorry, it was a
dwarf.
half orc. Yeah, you can't move this half orc.
Yeah, it's more of a struggled drag.
Yeah.
It's just,
Luck kind of lifts his and kind of takes the heel of one of yours. You're helping, I'm sure. Vidar's totally helping as Luck drags both of these sort of over towards the riverbank. Iska, I see you moved your character over. What are you up to with these two on the bank?
She's just walked over to the bank, and with combat seemingly over, she commands the Shattertongue whip. It's like I think it's like 50 feet of rope.
Yeah,
on
it is.
command. So she commands it to wrap around the ankles of the man closest to her, and then for the extra to go over and just wrap around the ankles of the other man.
Okay. Yep.
They're big, bulky boys. She's not hoping to drag them through the creek. She just wants to make sure they're a little bit hindered as she clears out the cartridge of her gun and reloads another 3 bullets. Just kind of keeping, an eye on these two, making sure everyone gets a moment to recover, catch their breath,
Yep.
but also that these two can't surprise attack or try to get out of here.
For sure. And again, with a the equivalent of an action, in no time at all, you have the Shattertongue, the whip wrapped up around their legs, binding the two of them together. So even if for some reason they came to, them trying to run away would be difficult, as it is a magical binding that they are in. Well, magically tied, I should say. So, you all taking care of bodies. There's this giant sort of lichen body. They're certainly interesting, sort of new things that you witness them do as they attacked you. You do see Lily and Tara, your sort of young folks that you are protecting. They are shaken, but okay, up on the wagon. And Riley, are there any more, Dad?
No. Well, not that I can see, but best to be careful, but don't worry too much. Well done.
You do see him sort
We'll
of
get
shake
through
his
this.
head as the effects of this synaptic static start to wear off as
Yeah.
well.
We'll get through this.
You did incredibly well, Riley. The training we've been doing has really paid off. You had your aim was true, and like you said, you defended you and yours. It's a lot different from a target board.
I don't feel so good. And he kind of bends over and begins to vomit a little.
No, we can do that.
He seems a little surprised as well.
Yeah, you'll learn, kid. That's always fun to do. Especially after a bit too much drink.
Vidar, not the time.
Yeah.
Axel's actually gonna send like a confused look over to like between Riley, and it's like a look to Luck. I have no idea what's going on here.
He just killed his first man, Axel.
Oh,
Comfort him.
Alright, let's take that and sit down. As he sort of he goes over and sort of tries to get Riley to sit down.
He sort of goes over next to this big arch and sort of leans back against it. I was really scared, and I knew I had to do something, but they wouldn't stop, and the only way to stop them, well, I didn't know it'd be so. And you know what this Warforged Juggernaut shoots. I mean, it's all but a mini ballista. If it would have gone through even a half orc or even someone of a Goliath size, it was not a pleasant thing if you were looking down the shaft of it as it went through.
No, it's not a pleasant thing. Someone was alive, and you made them dead, and it's necessities don't have to be good. They're quite often bad, but there was necessity. You did the right thing, though. He would have killed you. He would have killed us.
He was...
And it's not good comfort, I guess. But that is the case.
He was going towards Lily and Tara, and they looked so small, and he looked so big. And I didn't...
Yes, that's all right. You're okay. It's okay to feel like that. To act like that when you're, it's not simple. It's not easy, and sometimes it hurts. It comes back and it hurts you, and sometimes you throw a vomit when you. I'm sorry, I never went through this. I don't.
You've never killed anybody?
Oh, I've killed lots of people, but I never felt so bad about it when I was early on.
Oh, okay.
Look, this is fine. This is okay to feel bad, and you should. You took a life. They would have taken yours, and there's nothing good about that. But I'm sorry.
He just hugs you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to talk this one. I'm just gonna give him a hug. I should have started with that. Axel is struggling. He used to like killing people.
So,
Oof.
Luna, you have got Celia sort of taking, at least situated.
Yeah, situated. That's
There,
possible.
you see Iska over by the river, Luck having moved over there as well. As you know, because you spared their lives,
Yep.
there are two others who are still alive. You see a sort of a weird, like, trail in the dirt next to the wagon, as though something is, like, human-sized inching along the ground.
Can she, I guess this is mostly cinematic version, like, can she, like, basically bring out some water, make some mud, and kind of, like, slap it in that general area as, like, a marker for where this thing is?
You slap it and you see the outline of a person with ropes, as he seemed to somehow be, even though he was tied up, was trying to squirm away, as it is with invisibility. Once things get on their person, it starts to slowly.
She's going to grab the person and just kind of like, again, she doesn't know exactly where they, but like grab them, pull up. I have no reason not to kill you right now. Don't give me one.
Yes, ma'am. You use the tone, the Luna tone.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of plops back and, yeah. You see the mud start to sort of vanish into his outfit as it is a part of him. But I think invisibility only lasts.
Hour.
Is it an hour? Yeah. So he's still invisible.
Invisible lasts an hour. But
Yep.
I think I tried to tie him to something, so he can't.
Yeah.
have to undo
Oh,
that.
Luna just has her hand on his neck now.
Yeah, that works.
Just
That works.
That works.
That's a concentration check.
No, it's his potion. That's the thing.
Yeah, potions don't do concentration.
Yeah, he is not a smart. He's not a caster.
He's not a lucky man either.
He is not a lucky man at all. So Luck, you have this. As you walk over to the stream, one laying on one bank, one on the other. You have this caster who began this combat with a chain lightning that luckily ripped down the left side of the wagon instead of the right, as Lily was helping you with your reading, was sitting right next to you and luckily did not get hit by it. Across the way, you have this Echo Knight in this strange armor that you challenged and tried pretty darn hard and was to make you dead. And luckily, between some of your feats and some of his vulnerabilities, you were able to defeat him.
Still gonna go off to the other side, sort of pick him up and drag him on to the same side. First of all.
Do me a perception check. Actually, I'll give you advantage, as your passive perception's very high. Or we'll have you take your passive perception. You can. He's awake. He's pretending to still be unconscious.
Don't start anything. I don't need to take more lives than need to be taken.
No response.
Fine. We'll be like that. He's going to get his rope and make sure he's properly tied up as well, on top of the Houghton whip. If he can, try and remove. If he's got like a helmet or something, remove that.
Yeah, you can do an investigation check.
Yeah. Okay. 11.
Yeah, I mean, his obvious things he has, of course, he had that giant great sword that was brimming with lightning. And like I said, there's this strange armor. It looks almost like ringmail, but doesn't seem to be actually... The rings seem to be connected through some sort of innate charge in them, almost... Actually, as a miner, you would probably know about lodestones and know about magnetism. So it seems to be almost magnetic in nature, the way that it's staying together.
Would he know how to demagnetize something?
Well, you know, do me an intelligence check. This is going to be just whether you've experienced it, not that you'd figure it out.
14.
On a 14, as a miner, I'll say that that's high enough. You know that when things that are magnetized, that often if there's like a natural magnet that one of the members of your mining guild had worked on, got dropped, that sometimes it would no longer be magnetized.
That would mean, all right. Just good to know in general there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you hit his armor pretty hard with your pickaxe, and it didn't seem to fall apart. But
yeah, so it doesn't seem like that. Right, that's just good to know. He's still going to pick him up, and after making sure he's definitely tied up, and bring him to the other side of the river.
Okay. Yeah, you can bring him over here to the other side.
Yeah.
As soon as luck crosses, Iska will go lay a hand on him and just do a cure light wounds for just seeing he's pretty beaten up and bloody.
Yep.
Just in case someone does make a move foolishly and recklessly.
Okay. Oh, on luck. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
On
yeah.
luck. And then she'll, wherever luck goes, she'll probably grab the other person and start dragging them along with.
Yeah, the other is a caster, so not nearly as bulky or as heavy.
He's keeping them near the river bank, though. He's not definitely not bringing them anywhere near the cart. Well, this one's awake, though he's not want. Clay doesn't want to talk.
So, what's the play here, Luck? I think Iska was pretty far away, so she's really gonna ask, like, does Luna know they're still alive?
She spared them.
I spared one. Let's
She
not get
spared
crazy.
one. Yeah, she spared one, sorry. She spared one. She spared this one. She points and I took out the other.
So what's the plan here?
Take him to the guard. Let the law sort them out.
You can't honestly expect us to cart him for the next couple of days, but shouts from afar.
Then what do you suggest?
Kill him.
They're harmless right now. Unarmed, incapable of fighting.
And if they get out from the guard, which they do have friends in high places, more than likely, this wasn't just an old run-of-the-mill bandits. This was a targeted, coordinated attack from our enemies. We killed them.
What? Not even show a single bit of mercy? I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Enough of these bunches, at least. And Vidar just carves a marking into that caster.
Oh boy.
A dead man is still dead, Vidar. They can't even defend themselves. Let at least the body rest.
Yeah, they'll rest. You're probably right. Not the right time. Especially in front of the children.
So y'all are having this conversation out loud, right? Not
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah, this is very much out loud. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is very out loud.
Luna's gonna lean down towards the invisible dude that she has by the throat. Do you hear that? It sounds like your death is coming. How about you tell me something useful? And maybe I'll do something about that.
Do me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay, advantage might actually help.
Well, that's the other thing is he is. Yeah, this is not a high DC. A 13.
Okay.
Like a canary, he starts to sing. I'm not with him. I just shot good archery. There was a contest like 3 months ago, and afterwards they said I could have this really cool bow. I had to go with them. We went out to this big manor house, big deserted manor house out in the middle of nowhere, and they branded me. You can't see it, but they branded me, but that makes the bow work. And don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I'm just a guy. I know how to shoot a bow.
Who is they? Give me a name.
That guy. He points the Echo Knight.
Oh shit.
He's the one who recruited me. He's the one who took me there. But I didn't go in the house. That place, there was weird noises from inside there, and so I waited outside. I didn't want to go anywhere near that place, but they went in.
She's gonna ask him for a description of the place, but you don't have to do it in character.
Yeah,
She just
he's
asks
like
it. Okay.
big 2-story place. It's out west from here.
There we go. Good little songbird. Have a nap. She'll knock him out.
Gunk. Yeah,
Just knock him out.
yeah.
And she'll probably leave some obviously he's still invisible, so she'll probably leave some ice on him. Yeah, it'll turn invisible, but I will know where it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And she'll go over to where this disagreement is happening that she did not cause for once.
Yep.
We need that one, pointing to the Echo Knight, to talk.
He's awake. He looks or pretty much tries to sit him up.
Can I get to the Nekoite's arm? I don't know how he's bound up. Can I
He's pretty much.
she basically be ripping at the sleeve if possible?
I mean, it's all but the equivalent of plate mail, but it's these linked chains,
Okay.
these linked rings. So
Is it tight to him, or can
it
I,
is. It's
slide
very
up?
tight. I mean, in fact, it is like nothing you've ever seen. And Luck noticed this while he was fighting him. It reminds you of a light leather armor, except it is made out of these metal rings that are, when it, down around his wrist. It'd be actually, as a tailor, you would swear it looks like it's been tailored. That these rings are small enough, and the way that they stack and move, it would offer almost no impediment to movement or your dexterity, but would offer the same protection of a chainmail.
Luna's taking a side note, note to self: make armored fashion line.
Hey?
And especially her, it's just no, that would be great.
Yeah.
Look good and protected.
Oh
Awesome.
Some armor swimwear? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta watch the rust, though. You gotta watch out for that rust.
But he is conscious yet.
Right.
Is he still trying to feign?
Yeah,
sleep, or is it-
he's kind of got his head lolling to one side.
Can you, real quick, can you have him do a charisma saving throw for me?
Ooh, I sure can.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, I know what this is.
Well,
Yep.
it's probably not. We're just gonna mess with it.
Oh, God, on the Weka Warrior, a charisma saving throw? Oh, Nikes. Actually an 18.
Ooh.
Oh wow, it meets the DC.
Oh, so yeah, so he is not affected because what was it, Zone of Truth? I don't think he would have.
No.
Oh, okay, I don't think he has a
Was
I don't think he has a disadvantage for. No, he wouldn't. I don't think so.
For mental stuff being bound? No, I don't think so.
No,
I think it's
We'll just leave it be. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
She's going to turn to Luck. You want this man alive, yes?
Everything inside me tells me to say yes, but I don't know if it's the right decision. I don't know his life. I don't know what deeds he's committed. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. I don't have any right to pass judgment on him.
Do you still want to save the spear?
Of course, of course. What's
Is
good?
it better for you to know or not know what needs to be done?
Tell me.
No, I take no pleasure from this, but I know what's necessary.
Let me try. Let me try and solve this my way first, and then I'll hand it over to you.
He must stay bound.
He will stay bound.
All right. Go ahead and try.
Because
Jill,
everyone
step back.
is gonna sort of kneel on down and
Yes, you want out?
wow his hand and just
Sorry.
a single point of healing from his lay on hands.
Yep. Ding. You see, I mean, it's hardly noticeable, other than there is a slight lessening of tension in his face.
Listen to me. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you attacked us. I don't know your story, and I kind of don't need to. What I need to know is why you attacked us. I need to know this. All of us need to know why you are doing this. If you give us an answer, I can try and spare your life, and I can try and get you to the authorities, and you will face judgment with a trial. The way the law's supposed to work. But if you don't, people have to take the law into their own hands. Because out here, there is no God to tell us what's right and what's wrong. There is no people trained in it. There is no ruler. Please don't make me be that man who has to make the call. Because that means I am potentially letting your life end here.
Make me a persuasion with advantage.
16.
He rolls his head, looks you in the eyes. Because she bid it. She bid us to lay an ambush and to attack and kill you.
Who's she?
She's from the east. I had not seen her before. But it was... We soon realized who was in charge when she came to us and told us to do this for her.
I think I know. I think we all know who she was. Everyone in this party. Now, out of character, I'm just double checking. We're thinking Vicerine? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just quickly double checking so I don't mess that one up. It was the Vicerina. Things much bigger than you are going on and about. Things that could end this entire world that you know. That is why she wanted you to kill us. And I must say, she chose right. You're formidable opponents. We just can't afford to die here. So, I'm going to ask you, is there anything else that may be useful to us? Anything that she has said to you that we can use against her? Because if she gets her way, it doesn't matter how many contracts or gold you have. It'll be dust.
Do me another persuasion check with advantage.
22.
On a 22. She was not alone. She was taking orders as well. A man, but not a man any longer. Not completely. The whole left side of his body was nothing but shadow. He knew things he shouldn't know, things that were about to happen. She has made a deal, or has... I think she is a part of something bigger as well.
Right. Even more stuff than we thought was going on. Right. Then. Final question. Who was that over there? He points towards the lycanthrope.
One of us. An old friend, actually, of mine. But he wasn't always like that. That savage. He was in control. They changed him. They heightened his savagery, just like they gave us these weapons and armor. She made us, as you said, formidable.
thinking it's too much to ask to throw down your old ways, take off your armor, and go find a small place to start up a farming village.
This is the only life I've known. Not fighting the likes of you, but a stray caravan once in a while. Simple banditry.
Then I'll give you the choice. How do you want to proceed from here?
You said you'd take us to the law.
I'll take you to the guard, personally.
We will go willingly. If you spare our lives.
Cooperate with us. Don't try anything stupid. And I promise your lives are certain. I wanted to protect the lives of people I fight. So, please, work with me, and you'll be handed to the guard.
We'll do as you say.
Turns to the rest of the party and go, I take full responsibility for these people. Any misfortunes or anything that goes wrong is on my head. And I'll face every single consequence that comes with it.
They cannot keep that equipment.
That's fair.
We'll have to
They're
do
lucky
something
if
about the
they keep it
sorcerer.
close.
Who
That's okay.
might not need anything to do harm. So,
I mean, if he doesn't have his hands, he can't truly cast.
I mean, tying them up's not going to do much.
One
He
caveat.
gives you the look. I know what you're saying. No.
Look, those two are yours. The other one is mine.
Fine. I cannot lay claim to those who did not attack me.
I know. Walks back to the other person.
The archer.
Yep.
I told you everything I told. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
How good are you with that bow?
I was the best in my county.
Are you attached to your former companions?
I just got a bow out of the whole gig. That was it. I've only known him for 3 or 4 months.
I get you a new bow, you're mine. Clear?
What do you mean yours?
In my employ. Or would you prefer the alternative?
This sounds good to me. Where do I sign?
I'll take you at your word. After you're done being invisible.
Uh-oh. I don't know how to turn it off.
I know. And then, like, hauls him up into, like, the wagon proper.
Yeah. Celia. Hey, Jeanette, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. So Celia is recovering in the wagon right now, as she was mauled repeatedly by the lichen, and somewhat, some of her bits, basically her chest and intestines were somewhat consumed. She's in kind of a not great state. She's not dying, but she's taking a little mental break, so you can have her come to whenever you would like. But yeah, you basically were mauled unconscious, came back alive, we're still being mauled, came back alive, we're still being mauled, came back alive.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pleasant, let's see, what would that have been? 18 seconds for you.
Yeah. Wasn't fun.
So you're up there. Lily and Tara sort of are looking over you in the wagon.
So while I'm eating, so you can just be unconscious.
Perfect. No problem whatsoever. Okay. So do you all want to do you said you want to disarm them. Do you all want to sort of search these folks? How do you all want to proceed?
Yeah, Axel's stripping, searching pockets, looking for notes particularly, but just take everything.
Okay, do me a investigation check. And actually, there's multiple bodies, so we can have I'll say two of you can do investigation checks. Whatever two want to do it and take some time with this.
I've got those two, please. Over by me.
Yeah, you can do those. The half orc and the Goliath, certainly.
Yeah, Axel's gonna snag those slippers, probably. For sure.
Okay.
But I think he's mostly looking for notes or messages or instructions. Even more than what we've been told.
Okay. As you look around, let's see. We'll start with Vidar over there. On his 15. These guys actually, you kind of know what you expect as both of them were attacking you. You do find this big giant maul that the one was wielding. It does not seem to be electrified like it was when he was swinging it at you. And the other one has these two battle axes. Both of them being barbarians, don't have much armor on them. You do find on the Goliath a pair of ornately runed bracers. You're muted. But
Just
I
kidding.
can tell what you were doing. Yeah. Axel. So, who all are you searching? Just everyone else, or?
There's no real reason for him not to search. I mean, he probably even... I don't know if luck will try and stop him, but he's going to go through the pockets and belongings of even the ones who are alive.
Okay.
But his priority would be, of course, the wizard and the archer who are dead.
So the dead archer,
Lycan.
Strangely, is still sort of stuck to the side of the arch by his slippers of spider climb. So you would have to sort of climb up there. As a back, that's not too much of a problem. And you can sort of, take the slippers off of him. The body will fall. And you do find between the ones on him and the ones on the other archer, we'll say in the course of this that he becomes visible again. You're able to find two slippers. I will say that just by the look of them and having seen them in action, you can deduce that they are slippers of spider climbing. You're high enough that you don't have to do an actual identify. You do have these two bows that are odd because they sort of seem stringless. But it is just this very, very fine, almost as thin as a hair, copper wire that you can see that you saw did shoot these arcane arrows. You do find on the archers are both wearing some studded leather armor. And On the 18, on the caster, you find a what looks like a copper rod about 18 inches long, intricately carved with swirls and runes and these sort of jagged symbols on it. And one end of it, easiest, it looks like basically looks like a D8 on one end of it. This sort of double pyramid that is on one end of it, again, also made out of copper. It's all just sort of one long rod. And you do find 3 potions that are on their belts as well. And some coinage. Not a lot, though. In fact, much less than you would have expected. You find about 47 gold between all of them.
All right.
We are the heroes of the sphere, and people can't pay more than 47 gold to kill us? Come on, this is...
They
We gotta
got
work on
paid
our
in
PR.
equipment.
They got paid on equipment.
They get paid in some pretty expensive equipment.
Yeah. They did pay the ultimate price though.
It's probably stuff you couldn't. It's probably things we couldn't even find outside the Economistica, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Weird that.
Yeah, truly.
they're either illegal
Most
or
likely.
illegal and sold by the Economistica.
Most likely.
Why not both?
Yeah, exactly.
Illegal
Why
and
not?
sold back.
Up against the Echo Knight, Vidal's going to look over him, get his attention, kick him if I have to. Just for confirmation, I'm going to cast Disguise Self into the Lord Diviner. And I want to gauge his reaction from it.
Actually, at this point, he's not trying to deceive you in any way. He looks at you, and you can tell in his eyes, that's him, but not like that. Something has consumed half of him, but he still lives.
Interesting. And the woman? A description, please.
Elfin blood, but not much. She had darker hair, sort of pulled back. She was in leathers. She wore a mask.
Out of character, what was Serena's hair color? I can't remember.
The same.
Okay.
It was dark like that. And you had guessed when you first met her, probably about a quarter of Moon Elf. But she, of course, was wearing a gown. She was wearing sort of flowing drapes and things like that. So certainly not in any type of leathers or anything.
Good.
Iska, you're standing right there. When they talk about the mask, you remember that the Obsidian Order had gifted you a mask to take to the
Was this back when I was like
When you-
definitely BSing and I was like, I'm here on her behalf?
Yep. When you were down in with the Drow, that you were told to give your regards to the Margrave, and you were handed a intricately embroidered mask with a dragon upon it.
Yeah, okay. Man, that's been ages ago. I've completely forgot about that.
Yep, down there
Um,
from the Obsidian Order. When you
Oh,
had
yeah.
completely nailed all of your roles and they thought that you were in service to the head of the masked dragon.
No, that's the mask that Celia ended up wearing.
Celia still has it, if I believe.
Yeah.
That's it. She does.
She'll communicate that telepathically with Vidar and the group, just so everyone's on the up and up. That, you know, the Vicereine has this deeper connection. That we have this now kind of through line of everything. That the Vicereine is working behind the scenes with many illicit groups. But I mean, that's pretty wild because it's the Arcana Mystica. That's the Drow beneath Falcon's Crest. That's whole spiderweb of BS we'll have to navigate through, huh?
Literally.
Vidar goes over and grabs some masks. Darling, please grab that mask. Thank you. He's gonna take the mask back over and mask her many faces back into her, into the arena, and then just pop the mask up. Similar, if not in a ball gown.
Certainly, yeah, not dressed, more dressed for action than the drapery.
Oh, you don't enjoy the formalities? Okay, then. A little offended. And they will drop the disguise. It's like it's just light. Should we go check out this hideout, friends? After a bit of a rest?
Are you
Is there
done with
many-
your performance then?
I just want to have a little bit of fun.
I think
Yes.
you've had quite enough fun for the day. But yes, we should check out a certain location. Let's load everybody up. Or not.
You probably can't fit
Deal.
everybody in the wagon.
I meant the live people. Oh well, let's.
I mean, but even
load
even with,
Us.
I mean, you now have a
Negative, right.
very large group of folks, but you could certainly have people. You could have some people walk. You could have.
We could rotate on off, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
But I was going to have a short rest in the back of the car if that's okay.
Oh, excuse me.
as you start to load up in the cart, how much of this do you communicate to the Echo Knight and your folks? That the fact that you're going to the lair.
Actually, I guess that's a good point. Should we maybe try and? Oh well, never mind.
Let's just Vidar just goes, all right, we're moving, and then mentally, guys, we're gonna go check. Let's go check out this hideout.
Why?
Burn it to the ground, of course.
We have nothing to gain.
We had nothing to gain from going there. Firstly, they almost certainly know that these guys have failed. Lord Diviner could have easily seen this whole encounter, and they would know we were coming. We certainly could maybe uncover incriminating evidence linking these two to the syndicate, but I think we should keep on the road and firstly get rid of these three at civilization as soon as possible, and not head off into an unknown situation. This is all adjacent to our goals here.
You make a very valid point.
Also, I believe he gentleman said that. Did he confirm that everyone present here was everyone involved in the recruitment process? Did we ask him that? The Echo Knight?
I'm not sure that was asked specifically.
No.
Yeah, there was an implication from the
Yeah.
archer, but nothing direct. We never got any numbers. And that's what I'm concerned about, is more ambushes and more attacks along the road.
That's a fair concern. I think we should handle our new companions first.
Indeed.
Actually, that makes sense. Just to get them taken care of to begin with. On the way, we can maybe get a little bit more information about what we could be walking into, or whether it's even worth going. If
No.
they're far off and away, if they are too overpopulated, or if this is the most of them, and the spoils we have here is as good as it's going to get for us. Hopefully we can figure out if it's worth our time. But Axel's right, we are on a bit of a schedule. I'm all for cleaning house and making sure the people in this world are more protected, but you gotta make sure there's people to protect at the end of the day.
Very fair and valid point.
So we at least agree to handle these people first.
Immediate concern.
Let's
That's
do
fair.
that.
Unless anyone's got a good reason to take out that place other than simply wanting to burn it, which I can entirely understand. Bandits. But priorities.
All right. Off we go.
So-
Axel, should we probably decay the bodies or burn them first?
Well, I can destroy them. I can decay them, certainly, if that's what we want to do. That was kind of the plan. I kind of was thinking, he would do that if they didn't have any other solution.
Better than being raised.
Look, we'll still take the time to get at least some stones gathered and ask for each of their names and cart. And
Yeah, and X will see if he can find any sort of
Yeah.
maybe personal
Oh,
trinkets
I'll
on
help
them.
you too.
well,
Okay, so you guys do the bodies of those who have died there by the stream. You can begin the process of them returning to the earth and marking their final resting places. Certainly, with between Axel, Iska, and Luck, it wouldn't be too hard. Again, the stream is right there. There's enough sort of well-worn rocks and things. As you do that, you come over to the stream, and Riley walks over to the barbarian that he had killed. I think I should do this one, Dad.
Of course.
And he lays his hand upon the chest, and you see circling down his arm the black form of Sithrax. And it reaches out, and just this inky darkness spreads across the body and just kind of endgames out.
I don't feel so
All right,
good,
Riley?
right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to make the reference.
after we make sure the equipment is released, we do instead of like them being properly tied up by the hands at the just so they are able to walk and move.
Two of them are like that.
two of them are like that. Luna, again, Luna's
Yep.
is.
Yep. So this archer is sort of there.
He is like so. Luna's going to. We're on the road at this point,
Yeah.
but just kind of talking to him, and she's going to be walking off with him as they go. Before she's going to untie his hands, but first it's just like, so you, assuming that he's now invisible.
Yeah. No, it's worn off by this point.
Okay, I'm gonna go to him. You work for me now, but don't worry. I don't plan on taking you on our adventures. No, I need you to do something else. When we go to the next place, you're not going to jail. I will get you new equipment. I will get you some money. You will pick a place, and whenever someone likes me, a Genasi comes through, you help them if they're in trouble. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Okay.
You clearly got caught up in this. That's not your fault. And you didn't seriously injure any of us. You deserve a second chance. Know that it comes from my people.
I'll remember, ma'am.
Right. Untied. She doesn't have a spare bullet on him, but she does give him some amount of money, starting capital.
Okay. Like letting him go right now here, or bringing him
She
with you for a while?
unties him, but she makes it clear, like, you will travel with us to the next location. You're just not going to jail with the other two.
Got it. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. And he just sort of hops
What's
to
your
the line.
name?
Avrin.
Avon. Good name. Do well by it. And keep up. I don't employ slackers.
Yes, ma'am. And he pretty much stays all but in lockstep with you.
There we go.
And the fate of the Genasi rests on the hands of an invisible man who couldn't pass a stealth check.
Yeah, she needs him to be up front and center. Stealth is not his thing. He needs
yeah,
to be an
it is
up
not
front
his
protector.
thing.
I get that. Talent manager.
She's making use of the talent she has scouted.
Exactly.
Look telepathically will go to Iskolo and go. Did I make the right call?
Right's weird. Right's weird. You know, when we started this thing, Luck, I think you and I were in total sync. Killing was bad, and bad people did it. And then people tried to kill us once, and then twice, and then something like 8,000 times at this point. And probably around point 2537 is where I tip towards the Luna scale. And that's really weird. I don't relish that scale tipping. I don't enjoy that scale tipping. I'm not really comfortable with it tipping. So it's nice. Honestly, Luck, as frustrating and as much conflict as it causes amongst ourselves, it is nice to feel that counterweight again. I could see myself back there at the creek. Those two down. It would have been easy. It would have been easy to take this, as she, kind of just pats the gun, and finish it. what you did is much harder. Still, I can't tell you if that makes it right. But I hope it does. I really, really hope it does. Where are you right now, Luck? How's your head?
Filled with unsure facts and just knowing this isn't the last time I'm going to have to make calls like this. Feels like every time someone's life is put into my hands, it's scary. You can see yourself in certain people, and you can see how you could end up like that. And sometimes you can see your friends. I mean, if Celia didn't have only a few circumstances, then she would have just been another bandit. People, you could have easily fallen down with Bati and he be in control, and you're a puppet to an evil man. Someone would have come along and killed you sooner or later. Every time I see these people, I don't know if some people can become them. It's not, but people have to fight to survive, and Riley, he didn't have a choice. He just did what he could to keep fighting. People don't get to choose life easily. And I think, I don't know. It'd just be nice to stop people from all this killing, just sometimes, even if it's just another life. But then,
Look,
go ahead.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, and I'm sorry for the immeasurable burden it puts on you, but I hope this never gets easier for you. I don't know if I'd want a World of Luck gold arts, but I know I want at least one around. Someone's gotta fight for these people all the time. I don't know whether you're right or you're wrong. You're never always gonna be one or the other, but someone's gotta try to figure it all out. And I'm glad you're here with your voice.
Thanks. It's a long road.
It's a long road, and there's a lot of time left to make sure that guy doesn't end with his hands chopped off. So keep a sharp eye, okay?
Right.
Let's go ahead and take our break there, and we can do some housekeeping when we get back, as you all have a pile of items that seem to have some magical stuff with them. We will be right back, folks. We're just going to take a quick little break. I don't know if we've got any recommendations from Good Guy. We're going to have Pun of the Week from Alicia at some point, and we'll hear more about our charity once Bird gets back. We'll be right back, folks.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this in a weird order, apparently. Cool. Well, first, I was not. The stream was on last week, but I was not here, or was it? I don't remember. Either way, I wasn't here last week, so that means we have a palindrome to do. So the palindrome of the week this week is ibophobia. And I will type it in the chat so you can confirm. Yes, ibophobia happens to be the fear of palindromes, as it happens. There you go.
Someone had.
I-
Someone was being really mean.
Look,
Like
I
that's
don't make these
terrible.
words.
That's so.
The
So
word
mean.
exists. It's not my fault.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, whoever whoever put that together is really mean.
It's hey.
Somebody decided on this.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Somebody said, huh, "This would be funny."
Oh yeah. 100%. But yeah, I know. So ibophobia. Look it up. Yeah, and good guy's not back. So I don't know. Do either of you two have a recommendation for a thing?
No, but I'm in my house.
Yay, house!
Yay.
This is my house. Like I own this house, and this
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, I know what I have.
mind blowing to me that I own this house.
How are you settling in with unpacking and everything?
I have a snake. Snake.
No,
time.
snake. We're almost done unpacking the kitchen.
Ooh.
We have 2 more boxes left for the kitchen, and then we have to start on our bedroom. I will actually show you guys. 'cause I don't
How
know.
is the oh
Let's review.
oh
I will
let's
show you
review.
guys. 'Cause- Oh look, you can see my wonderful little kitchen.
Woo!
That's a nice kitchen.
Good open space.
Look behind us. We just have a wall of autographs.
Nice.
That is a lot of autographs.
That is actually pretty cool.
That's neat.
Thank you for the bits.
And then behind us is our
E.
snake and I.
Oh.
Aww.
Before you showing off the letter T, it's a very good letter.
We have more autograph pictures, but we have from the music, from like the musicians. We have a music room that Nick put his drums in there, so it's kind of become the music room. And then we have video games and stuff like that in what will become our D&D room.
Nice.
Loving the house tour.
Yeah, well, good guy. Well, actually, before we do that, Bert's not here, but we should just mention that we're supporting Game to Grow basically until the end of the campaign. If you'd like more information about it, please click on the purple lettering in the description below. That'll take you to the website. Lots of good information there. If you'd like to donate to them through our channel, please click on the banner above that, any amount. You can do things like you can donate a luck die or an advantage, or you can add to our spell bank. Hey, it's just like, and at every level, well, except for 9, is that you should donate. There it is. We did.
Yay. Ooh.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
You are
Oh,
muted.
so
Hey!
yeah, so it's
So-
at every $100 it's a spell, and then for 9 it's 1,000, since that apparently was muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. So anyway, and thank you to Grease Monkey for the 1,000 bits. Bits do go to our charity as well. I do it once we get to $100 increments, just for ease of everything. But we should be coming up with a bits dump here in just a little bit. But yes, Game to Grow is an amazing organization. And yeah, we've got our party as they begin to, as we have, as I'm sure, as Mr. Axel always does, do some identifying. We're going to find things and stuff and things.
Yay! Loot.
All right. Do you have? We still don't have a Bert's. Do you have a quick recommendation, GG?
I do very quick. Quick anime fire round. It's an anime called Mushishi. It's fantastic. It's great. It is essentially a story of a person called a Mushishi. Their job is to help and manage with strange oddities of these creatures called Mushi, which come in all sorts of varieties. But that's not what the story is about. The story is about these singular, isolated events that happen in each episode. They are pretty much one-shot episodes: start, begin, middle, end, all that good stuff. And each one has an amazing story of either hope, loss, people trying to struggle with that, and the Mushi are just a way to sort of portray certain emotions that are very difficult to portray through story. And they're beautiful, small 20-minute episodes, wonderfully animated, and it has some of the saddest episodes I've ever watched. It is genuinely my favorite anime, so check out.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
And now, since everybody's back, it's time for everybody's favorite segment.
Away.
Fun of the week. We're gonna go with an oldie but a goodie. What did the ocean say to the shore?
What?
Nothing. It just waved.
Bro,
You see what happened?
green
You
screen.
see what happened?
Wow,
I think
that's
the green
one
screen-
powerful pun.
Jesus.
Also, what?
Is your background laughing because you can't birth? Is that what
I
that
think
is?
Exactly.
he's just wishing he was with a group of friends.
Remember what it was like to be outside of my house and around people. And
The
just,
puns are so strong they break the
Outside
green
life.
screens.
I don't remember.
Oh, powerful puns.
You're
You may
welcome.
find the pun room in the Discord.
That's
Oh,
true.
man.
There is a pun room in the Discord.
Not used too often, but there are some old stuff in there.
Not used for good reason.
So,
It's used for fantastic reason, but yes.
let's start off with Luna. Just in general, being the party's cartographer,
Yes.
you do know, you are about 5 days out. You're still deep in the Dulcimer Riverland. Still, we'll be coming across. Whoa, Wandering Silence, $200. Been staying home for 4 weeks. Haven't been spending any money on the stupid stuff I usually spend it on. So here, hope it helps. Love you all. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Thank you.
So
Appreciated.
Whoa.
Spellbank, where would you like that to go, buddy?
Alright, thank you so much.
Can we have
Flexes, all
some
flexes.
hearts and shares
All
in
the-
chat for wandering?
all the-
Wow.
Yes, hearts for wandering.
Of course.
Yeah, whisper me what you want to do with that. I'm sure. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm going to use my cheers emote. Woohoo. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. So, Luna, as the party cartographer, you are about deep in the, right at the edge of the Dulcimer Riverlands before getting into the Dragon Gust Plains. This was about on your 6th day of travel when you hit this ambush. You are still about even at pushing travel 10 days to 2 weeks out from Sojourn's Crossing. You do know that the guard does sometimes patrol here, but usually it's just groups of 2. While they are experienced, there's not a, as far as taking on these 2 prisoners, certainly these 2 prisoners would be more formidable than they are. So you do also know folks are coming up from the conclave behind you, but you all got a big head start, and you would have to wait for potentially a caravan that would be able to take on prisoners from behind you. So I think you could relay that to the party of sort of, you all are kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, no, she will relay that. Just like these people are going to be with us for a while, and there's no way around that.
Right.
The land is the land.
Fair enough.
I'm not suggesting we change course. I'm just letting you know.
We could speed up if we really wanted to.
It'll knock off a few days, but it'll still be a little bit.
Yeah, Dragon Striding gets you about 50% faster, but I mean that would get you in that sort of more 10-day range. Potentially could get you down to 7, but it's more like would get you to sort of a 10-day, 7-day range-ish.
If you're comfortable using it, I don't have a problem with it. That's up to you, Axel.
I don't think we. Not yet. If
Alright.
events change and we need to dip up the pace for some reason.
Okay.
Good. Works for me. I have a recruit to a trade anyway.
So, anything special you all want to do with the rest of your day's travel before making camp?
I'm trading at Avon.
Okay, so yeah, you
For the
are
day.
starting to trade Avon. Axel, you gonna do some identifying or wait until you camp, or how do you want to handle it?
I think he's just going to keep Riley company for
Okay,
the rest of the day and do the identifying in the evening when we set up camp.
very good.
And if Iska, I don't know if you've still got identify, if you can help with that. So I don't have to use all my
Still got
gems.
it. Will help. Yep, absolutely.
So I
man.
don't have to use all my gems.
Let me
Yeah.
I can take the like a lot of it too, just so you can save as much as you want.
Yeah, because yours is just gold, is flat gold. Because it's you've earned plenty of tips over the course of your thing, because it was always that it had to be things that you had earned in tips. Yeah, so speaking of which, just letting you know, Luna, if you haven't checked already, your medallion of St. Cuthbert has been updated, and your Sphere of the Tides has been updated as well.
Not sure, so I will do that.
Yes, and Iska, are you going to keep practicing your song?
Oh, you bet I am.
So, if you would do me a performance check.
Here we go.
On a 32, perhaps it was this battle that helped you find those notes that you couldn't find before. Seeing your companions fall, seeing the need that you had in order to keep them alive, as it was dire there for a time. You do learn Asmodeus's song and make it your own. You will find within your handouts a new song, The Descent of the Fallen Angel. You are welcome to share it with others or save it till later.
I'm gonna find the thing, but I'll probably save it like always.
It is under Course of the Muses, as
Awesome.
it is
Thank you
not
so
as
much.
it has a. It is not like the chords. It does not have a cost. It has a performance check component. So, as you continue onward, anything else anyone else would like to be doing, or are you gonna, Eska, are you gonna do some identifying as you're going along, or
Yeah,
working on
absolutely.
the song?
Identifying, because I don't want Axel to burn through all his gems. So,
Okay.
of course.
So, running off of the sort of high of learning your new song, you go through, and I assume you're, I don't know where you are spell slot wise, to be able to.
Identify the ritual.
Oh, yeah. Are you ritualing? You can.
Yep.
You've got plenty of time to ritually cast it. So, you go through all of these items, which all of you will find in your treasures. You will find bracers of defense, this blue dragonflight lightning maul, and these 2 lightning battle axes. You find this copper rod is in fact a wand of the war mage +2. Yeah. 2 slippers of spider
I had the
climbing.
same feeling.
2 more these blue dragonflight lightning longbows, 2 +1 studded leather armors, 1 blue dragonflight vicious lightning greatsword. As you work on this Echo Knight and have him, I don't know, do you have him take the armor off or keep it on?
Off.
Off.
When it comes off, it literally falls to the ground as just a pile of these rings, as though they're no longer connected.
Damn it.
And
On the other hand, free material.
On the other hand, what do you mean?
yeah, there's all different sizes.
Does it make the sonic sound whenever like we take it off? And it, like,
Yeah, absolutely. And 3 potions of invisibility. While you are investigating this wand of the War Mage, you see something else that is identified. At the one end, there is this strange sort of medallion that looks like a D8. And at the other end, you discover this very small seam, as though this comes apart in some way.
Doesn't seem to be any very visible latch.
No, it's just this very, very small seam that runs around sort of the circumference of this rod.
You see if you can pull it apart or unscrew it.
You work with it a little bit, and you do finally see that it unscrews. And as you open it up, you see very tightly rolled a piece of parchment.
Oh. Maybe it was something useful. He'll look at it.
You open it up, and there's an immediate recognition, because this is so similar to a spell you know. But then you realize, wait, this is far more powerful than the spell you know. This has that sort of paradigm leap that we talked about between lower level spells and higher level spells. As you look down at a scroll of mass polymorph.
Interesting.
I'm so glad we got an interesting one that wasn't just a instant death spell. It's like there's so many ways you can use
Complications. No, this is great though.
So thank you, chat, and everyone who's donated over the last 4 months. The party has received a level 9 mass polymorph spell. I cannot wait to see how you plan on using that.
There's so many things that make me go, oh no, with this situation.
Truly, oh no, with this situation.
We can all be dinosaurs.
I mean, it is a DM's dream and nightmare.
I feel like this is the equivalent of summoning a bunch of pixies and having them all cast polymorph.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent.
Open the door, get on.
Okay, so hear me out on this. It's
That's
a mass
nightmare
polymorph,
encounter
right?
run too.
It is a mass polymorph spell.
Machines exist in this world, right?
It is a beast. Each
Yeah,
target
it has
assumes
to be
a
a
beast form of your choice.
Limitation the same as polymorph.
What's the max CR?
Half the target's level.
Right,
So CR6.
Still pretty big.
Yeah, that's still a lot of options.
But,
We're all still T-Rexes.
yeah, we can still be what we were.
That- that's
on,
great.
What if we
Mines.
could be a Megazord? Trying to get us
Yeah.
a Megazord, people.
He does let everyone know that, hey, we have this.
We could go to
Italy.
giant squids.
I was gonna say I gotta remember beasts of challenge rating 6. I was gonna say 'cause some beasts don't go very high, but the other thing is I
think
always
the highest
forget
is like 11. and it's like the
how all
mammoth.
the new ones are out there. I know the
Yeah,
dinosaurs
all
are all up there in level. Sorry, I'm just interested in myself. Using,
6s are the Brachiosaurus and the Mammoth.
yeah, using D&D Beyond. Giant crocodiles, brontosauruses, hulking crabs,
I want to be a crab.
large subterranean lizards.
Scratch that. I want to be.
What is Obliterace from Waterdeep? Oh, he's a giant shark. You know, and I would allow you be a swarm of cranium rats.
Oh,
Fam?
I-
Fam?
oh, you'd be so
Telepathic
honored.
shroud. There's all sorts of fun stuff in there. But anyway, I'll let you all play around with it. But yeah, dinosaurs are definitely. Well, you've only seen it has to be something
One
you've
or
seen.
two.
But you have actually seen a couple dinosaurs, so
We've seen the sail one.
yeah,
We go by water. I've seen tons of water creatures.
this is true.
Ross,
So-
giant shark.
Anyway, back to the game.
Hey.
You all travel through the rest of the day, unless there's something specific you want to do. You come to nightfall.
I would like to, while I'm resting in the back of the cart while we're traveling, try to lean on Cecilia and just say, "Sorry, I didn't come back you up while you were fighting that large one. It just looked like you had it handled. But then you kind of got the best of you and should have been there."
It's alright. You were doing your own thing.
Gotta do less of that. Gotta sometimes work in tandem.
Vidar,
What?
if in every fight that we're in, you're worrying about me for doing something wrong.
That's true. I was also worried about other things during that as well. Anyway. So I got this nice new scar down the middle of my finger that runs down my arm. I don't know how I got it. Actually, I do. Just gonna keep that down there.
Okay.
It's just maybe it's hot. And it's a little bit-
You reach the end of your day's travel. There's, as you know, along these main roads, there are places for you that are sort of normal, about a day apart. Y'all are moving a little bit faster, so sometimes you can hit exactly on one. Sometimes you'd have to start early. Sometimes you could go a little late into the night to always make it to the next one. But you do come to a place to camp. How would you like to do this? With your archer and these the Echo Knight and the caster.
Why was T-Rex's band?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm sorry. That's just really confusing to me.
So-
But I mean, yeah, I guess make sure we feed them. One of the people of that gender escort them when they need to take a bathroom break. Yeah.
So are you going to keep watch?
Oh yes, watches are happening.
Yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
again,
Okay.
as
Absolutely.
usual,
Who's?
hoarding the area.
Yep.
Come time for Vidar's watch on him, he'll curse all three of them.
Don't you curse, Haven?
Oh,
You're gonna have a
that's
problem
true.
if you do.
All right.
I think
It'll
we
last for a while.
might be able to double up watches, which might be a good idea considering that there's more people to keep a watch on to be concerned about. So we just have 2 people on the watch instead of 1.
That makes sense.
Do we want to discuss divvying out the loot? Well, is there anything else that you want to do for the evening?
I think I would try and ask the Echo Knight about that brand, because now I'm assuming since Avon's invisible, I've seen what the brand looks like, right? The brand that he needed to use the bow.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that's the thing is that there is no the brand itself apparently is invisible.
Oh. All right then.
Yeah, he
Never
just
mind.
shows you where it was, where they did something to him.
Weird. Never mind then.
Hmm.
Someone was doing something, I think.
So, yeah, I heard an
No, I was just reading the loot and realised that I have max achievement, so it doesn't matter.
Oh right, loot.
So- Yeah. Question:
get one
did that brand thing, did that show up in the identification to determine that you can't use it, or it doesn't work, or it doesn't have some of its magical
all of the
properties without
things,
that?
all the things that are labeled as Blue Dragonflight apparently are linked to this brand somehow. That basically, in order for them to be used, it's basically like a fingerprint lock. That in order for them to be active, there would need to be some sort of arcane link more than just a normal attunement in order for them to be usable.
Okay. Yeah, during the evening, he's probably gonna do a little bit more rune investigation.
Okay. You can roll me an arc. So when are you setting up this your Shadow of Shimandala?
As soon as we say okay, we're camping, we find a place, and then I basically cast that for the night.
Okay.
So it lasts through till the morning, and just in the big area. He doesn't really do the fog, but he will do. You can't cross scry into it. You can't teleport into it, and things like that. And
Okay.
pay attention to all the different conditions.
Gotcha. I've got to read all these things. So not dark and foggy. Can't be scryed. Can't be divinated. No teleport.
Yeah, it's mostly the
no planar
magical
travel.
defenses.
Yeah.
Everything else you'll have, like, you can see through it, you can hear through it.
Okay. Cool.
But it's mostly the magical defenses, really.
Gotcha. Very good.
Just a bit of...
So go ahead and do me an Arcana check.
$17.
On a 17, you continue to work on this master level Cosmos rune, and it keeps eluding you, whether you're distracted by the fight or Riley's just the events of his day, or the fact that you have these prisoners and are going to be with them for a while.
Yeah.
You're unable to dig deep enough into the next dragon rune in order to delve its secrets anymore.
Sounds surprising. Alright, cool.
Okay. So, who's taking first watch? Okay.
Me and Avanar.
You and Arvin. Wow, golly.
Arvid, sorry.
Avon. No, you're right. It is Avon. I said
Okay.
Arvin. I've got to bring up his sheet so I have his stats, because y'all both. We might as well say who's doing second watch, who's doing third watch, as we.
I'll do second.
Yeah, I'll do second with luck.
There we go.
Okay. And then, so first watch, Luna, if you will go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sure thing.
Oh wow, he's actually got pretty good perception. Actually, I'll go ahead and
Hope he doesn't roll as well with perception as he does.
And
with
I
his
don't.
Stealth.
I'm gonna switch him to never whisper oaths. But to let you know, he actually rolled a 16. So he actually he wasn't kidding about that. He's actually a pretty good shot. Apparently, he's not a good shot under pressure, but as he scans the woods, goes by uneventfully. As the first watch comes to an end. Second watch with Luck and Vidar, if y'all could make me some perception checks. Luck, y'all are on a main road. This is pretty secure and safe. Prisoners seem to be behaving themselves, sleeping off their wounds as well, and seems to be okay. So Vidar, will you be doing your trance? Did you do it early or late?
I'll save it for the. I did it early, and I'm still going to go through my morning ritual as the sun rises. So basically, when
Okay.
the sun comes up.
So third watch, if you all could make a perception check. Wow, both of y'all on a 20 and a 21 and a 25. Vidar, make me a stealth check as you go off to do your ritual. Axel, Iska, you do leave the camp, Vidar.
Yes.
You see Vidar sneak off into the pre-dawn hours, the sun almost about to rise.
Yeah. I mean, I think I know he does this. I think we know he does this at some points, right?
Oh,
He has mentioned that he
Yeah.
is trying to communicate with her, doesn't he?
Yes, I
Yeah,
believe you've mentioned it before, haven't you, Kyle?
Yeah,
Because there was the one time we showed up and he was like
Oh, right.
burnt.
Yeah, he was burnt.
Like
so yes.
eyebrows
Yeah, it was-
singed and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I was crispy.
So,
If they look at me, I'm just going to look back and say, "There's not enough sunlight here."
Yeah, just don't go too far, you know?
I'll have a
Keep inside
potion
sort of
ready and a lot of healing. Just
Yeah.
if we don't hear from you in like an hour, we'll come looking. Okay.
Thank you. Better be baked when I get back. I'm kidding.
He wasn't.
As
kidding.
he leaves sight, Axel pauses for a moment and looks to Iska. Do you remember what happened last time he wandered off without sort of protection? He got poisoned.
Yeah. So, I was being generous with an hour. I'm gonna even maybe like 20 minutes before I go.
Yeah, I kind of. Just it's something you realize that you really shouldn't let him go wandering off alone.
It's gonna be very interesting seeing, like, having them watch from the outside.
Yeah. Let's see. This will be the third try if I've correct. Okay. Yeah, I actually wrote all these down. You all, after about 20 minutes, you all both leave.
Someone's got to say with the prisoners.
You got enough time. You can.
We
swap
can
it.
wander over, check, and come back as long as we know where he is. It's more that we know where he is.
Okay.
And I mean, Axel has the ability to get more people to help out, so. he can probably hang around at base because he can summon and cast spells and do things. So
Which one was this?
Okay, so you guys walk over and you see Vidar kneeling. He's made a circle around the area. You see the dagger that is Ryan Talia lying there on the ground in front of him. He's in a beam of sunlight that comes down sort of through the clouds over the horizon as he's looking straight into it or facing straight into it. And you see him grow very still. And it's not but a moment later that you then see him fall over, smoking. Burned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run up and go check on him and make sure he's not the bacon he so demanded from me himself.
This is actually was one of your really good rolls. This is the third one, so it's
I was wondering which.
it's one of the fours. So your question of how it but this also is the one that basically was you didn't even make it past the first
I
the
cooked
first part.
alive.
Yeah, you basically cooked alive.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just down and burning. It's like the smell of smoked pork, like pork in a smoker.
yeah, that's the exact reaction.
I'm on it. I'll go do what I need to do to stabilize him and get him hopefully conscious again, back to health, de-smokified.
As you cast this healing on him, you realize not all of the wounds close or disappear. You see that there are still scars from this burning on him, as though your healing doesn't bring him all the way back to where he was. Vidar, you're conscious at this point.
I kind of just like open the eyes. And they're just like looking up at her. I'm guessing she's in a bit of a panic and a rush over.
Oh yeah, I think it even takes a second before she realizes you're conscious again. She's trying to like heal you and doesn't understand why you're not healing fully and like why your wounds aren't closing. So it takes a second before she even notices you're awake, but just kind of staring at you wide-eyed.
Could we keep this on the low?
Do you remember what happened the last time I tried to keep a secret, your secret, from Luna?
In all brutal honesty, I was going to wake her up, but I think I might try that tomorrow morning. She's still going to be the. She already has a vague. She's seen the first attempt. That's what I'm trying to say. She has an understanding, but there's going to be a let in.
She just kind of stares at you quizzically.
I don't think I could do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to win. She already has a very firm grip. But I'm not backing down. Even if it kills me. Luna knows what to do if that happens.
Okay, well, the impossibility of something happening has never stopped you in the past. So I don't know why it would stop you now. So the best I could say in this moment is good luck tomorrow, and please do not burn yourself to a crisp. Please. I can't fix this. Like pointing to still open wounds, still seared flesh.
Third-degree burns.
I don't know what to do about this. This is beyond me.
Neither do I, but for the moment I can hide it. He basically casts his Mask of Many Faces and just hides the burns under an illusion.
You look pretty. You still smell like pork. So either find some salve or go make breakfast for everyone, okay?
You know what? That's a good idea to hide it. I'm on breakfast for the rest of the travel. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't think I know how to cook. So the burnt bacon's gonna... Okay. Yeah, good cover. Thank you. Thank you, Iska. He's gonna walk past and go off.
Great.
There's
Vidar
a
is
trace-
hurting, and now he's gonna poison all of us because you can't cook. Good job, Iska.
So yeah, you
Best.
head back
Half
and
of his right ear was missing as well. Basically,
I didn't hear
burnt
about that
off.
one.
No, this is...
Ah.
Actually, with that, I need to pop off here a little bit early today.
okay.
Right.
All right.
Have a good one. Thanks, Bird. Let us know where we can
Enjoy.
see you. Yep.
Thank you, Red. That was wonderful.
Burgers playing Twitter, Twitch. Enjoy your burnt boy. I'll catch you guys next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So you guys head back, and Vidar begins to cook breakfast. Luna, I assume you do your exercises or anything different that you do.
Nope, she does her exercises, runs Terra Lily, and now Avon through the exercises.
Yeah, Avon. Ooh, look at that! Nat 20 on a portent. That's nice.
Nice.
And so, Luck, Cilia, what are you up to as you awake to the smell of bacon?
I'm just going to
Bacon
roll
or
a performance-
Vidar, one of the two.
I'm just going to roll a performance check to see how well I cook.
Okay, feel free.
Yeah, it's burnt.
Middling. It's
Mate,
not
you
Lux.
can walk
It's
back
not
into
Lux
camp and
cooking.
You try,
Yeah,
you
it's
try
not.
and cooking while Axel's there. He's gonna give you some tips.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm sure Luck smells bacon, then smells burning bacon.
And then the rest does the job for me.
Like, no, we want to eat. Get out of the way.
But Vidar, go sit in the corner.
Oh, that's my cue to exit.
You go.
Basically just
Why are you cooking?
hungry, yes, famished.
So, you don't have rations?
I mean, prefer the bacon. You know, nice hearty cooked morning meal to really get the energy up.
Roll a deception check. Roll a deception check.
Do you need to? Do you need to? Is the question.
We need to see how well Vidar is deceiving. Oh, look at this! Oh, but she's got reliable talent.
Yeah.
Cecilia.
Vidar's acting weirder than normal.
What happened last night?
Well, I mean, Luck went on watch. It was very unbecoming. Nothing really happened. Then bed. And then ran Talia as I always do out to the sun. And then now we're cooking breakfast.
You know, it smells really more burnt than the bacon is actually burnt.
No, really?
Like,
Is it?
like your cooking's bad, but it smells worse than it looks.
Oh. I mean, we could just change that and I just cast Prestidigitation.
Yep, you can do that.
Oh. See? Maybe it's just like...
Sergio, I'm leaving this one to you.
So, Vidar, do you want to keep lying to me?
Ooh, boy, that's a dangerous question from a woman. Well, from anyone. I will say that's a dangerous question from anyone, but from Celia, that is particularly. That's
Doubly so.
particularly.
Yes, please continue to lie to your partner who is an assassin.
Yes.
See how that goes for you, buddy.
There may be something I want to talk to you about in private there, Celia. Possible.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, more likely something.
Yeah.
But I think I'd rather you bear witness to it first than to me having to tattle on and ballsy explanation up, as I'm now nervous for some reason. Don't know why. Don't feel hungry anymore. I don't know whether it's the burning smell or if it's just the anxiety.
Probably both.
Yeah, it's a bit of that. Hey, yeah. Luna, could you come with us just for a sec too?
Avon, keep running the drills.
You're
Walks
doing
over.
wonderful, Avon. Good job.
Don't coach my person.
You don't coach me.
Crane's super hungry, man. Smells bacon.
Smells bacon, but it's bird.
She goes over.
So yeah, I take them to the side, and I just. So, Luna, do you remember when we were in front of the Duke, and we did that strange thing, and I woke up smoking, my hair had turned white.
Yeah, so that image is hard to forget.
Yeah, that's a daily chore now. And it may be burning me alive inside. I do not feel great. And he drops the disguise self, and the severity of burn wounds over his skin, and his missing left ear, and mostly singed hair too, is very, very confronting. This is the third time.
So let me get this straight. You're killing yourself for a sentient weapon.
Not killing, but I am suffering the consequences of failing. I'm trying to find closure for both myself and for her, but she's not making it easy.
Could she have killed you in your other attempts?
3 times now.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I care about your life more than hers, so
And I really appreciate that, and I love you so much, Celia. Thank you. But I will beat this challenge. Even if it kills me, I will try, but it is exhausting.
Here's the thing. If she kills you, I'm going to know. The moment it happens.
That's true. We will.
And if she kills you, I will do everything in my power to destroy her. Do you hear that?
She definitely does. I hope she does. I don't know. She's giving me nothing.
Even if it means that she spends eternity in the void.
An eternity in darkness. I wonder how you'd like that. I mean, that's a threat. Serious threat.
Vidar, tell me honestly, are you more useful to her alive or dead?
I mean, if I die, that's it's going to be the vengeance she wants, but I don't even... She's not giving me anything. She's a blank canvas. She's just... There's no direction. I don't know what to do.
It appears she's shown her anger quite often.
Oh yeah. Killing Lyle, killing me, controlling Kira Lydron. She's very unhappy. Scorn. Scorned even. If you could only know her fury and just how intense it is. I feel like I'm the cause of it. I cause this problem. Not me, personally, but by extension.
So you're taking responsibility.
For something that's not your fault. You were not the one that forced her to live with people who didn't understand her.
No, but my soul was the one that discarded her.
Iskrin, you
just
can't.
different sparkle.
You cannot redeem yourself in her eyes if you're dead. Make sure she understands that. At least she won't be dead.
I'm trying not to be anyway. If I could ask for some blessing tomorrow morning, that would be fantastic.
Sorry, do you mean like a literal bless spell? Or... Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure. I will aid you, if that is what you ask. Far be it from me to keep someone from paying their penance.
All I can do is try.
Try not to die.
That too.
It'd be really inconvenient for us, and she cares most of all.
Yeah, you guys, I don't want to let you down in this, Eli. I can't. I don't want to fail. I can't fail. I'm still thinking about after this whole experience, Vice. There's got to be something more than just fighting constantly, so I want to see what that is after a while.
Keep that image of you being alive in your mind. Don't let anything get in the way of it. Want to live? Focus on that. Failure is not an option.
Can't be silly or You won't let me, will you?
I will find you if you die.
Okay, that's even more scary.
She can actually do that.
I'm beginning to understand that, yes. I have no means of... Hey, I have no means of... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, from what Mim told me, I am the equivalent of a Grim Reaper, so I will find you if you die.
Why haven't we discussed that yet? Why?
Because she doesn't have third-degree burns.
Yeah, well, she said.
Okay, look,
I have
yes.
scars, but I don't have burns.
Okay, yes, fair enough. But...
Just point of order. Celia actually did give Vidar one of his third-degree burns.
Yeah, so she doesn't have them.
It's
My
true.
point
I just
stands.
wanted to
She gives them, but she doesn't have them.
Gotcha.
Stands.
Just wanted to bring that point of order.
I have 2.
Yes, you have lava
Yeah,
whipped
because
him.
the only people that she can crit on are freaking Eladrin for some freaking
Apparently.
reason.
Warlocks. Just warlocks.
You could just think of it as his trial by fire or lava, heat in general.
Got him prepared for this.
Why is all of my physical deformities caused by heat of some sort? Why?
Maybe this was destiny.
Destiny, man.
I mean, if this is destiny, Celia and Luna, then so be it, and at least I don't have to suffer in silence now. By the way, that was my plan for the entirety of the trip until I'd done it. Probably not the right idea.
No.
I wonder.
When have you ever been good at silence, really?
Good point.
I have a question, Luna.
Yes.
How big can you make your bubbles of water?
Fairly large. Why?
You know what combats fire pretty well?
Sorry, combat spy? I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Combat
she
fire.
said, you know what combats fire
Oh.
pretty well?
Yes, I'm well acquainted with it. Do you want me to give him a spear bath?
What?
I mean, tomorrow morning, when he's doing his little thing, help him breathe water, and then let him be in a nice little water bubble.
Yes. I can easily make that part of my aid. Done. Do you see what happens when you actually ask for help?
Yes, something actually comes from it. I appreciate that.
Yes. So, water and faith shall guide you on your next encounter.
I mean, it is a hellscape in there.
With that said, I'm going to let you two have your moment and get back to training. I have an investment.
You head back over to Avrin and the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Disguise self. Just so I have, symmetrical ears.
Lux finishing up getting breakfast cooked and ready for everybody, having recovered what he could from the bacon that Vidar had. What are you up to, Axel? Are you are you back in your books or doing your notes, etc.?
Yeah, sort of just morning things, prepping spells, going through what he's got.
I think Riley probably is like.
Yeah.
So, and he almost says Mr. S, but then changes it to Sithrax. Sithrax, I guess, is a part of me now, too. I mean, I guess it was easy when I was just all about life. But now I'm both. But I guess everyone is. You said you've killed lots of people.
Yes.
So you... you carry Sithrax with you, even when you didn't.
People, everyone faces this sort of thing their own way, I guess. I mean, you look at the difference between Luck and anyone else. There's different people. Yeah, some people are very aware. And some people, it takes the, he sort of taps the his neck with his hand. It takes a far more notable representation to realize that. But yes, that's how, in many ways, life works. Natural order of things, life and death is a cycle, and as a sum greater than its parts. But it's something you have to learn. I can't teach you how to carry that. I can only guide you in how I understand it, and power over someone's life is heavy, and I'm certain you and Sithrax understand that.
And as you say that, you see you see him close his eyes and concentrate for a little bit. It's almost like he's whispering. And you see a small, almost like a hash mark, appear in black on his neck. He just looks at you and goes, I want to remember those that I take.
That's a noble. That's a noble thing to do. And just know that I'm here for you. If
he just jumps and gives you a huge hug as soon as you say that.
Yeah. I'm not going away.
Yeah. You hear his stomach rumble. I'm not going to get used to that.
We can attempt to enjoy Vidal's burned bacon.
I think Luck fixed it. And he...
Oh, seasoning.
Hey, Mr. Luck! Did you save it?
Grain.
Most of it.
Well, I'm still learning how to taste things, so I'll take the worst of it.
Actually, this is Vidal's.
Ah.
I mean...
Understandable.
How picky is Grain?
I was going to say, yeah, will Grain even touch it? Is it so bad?
just hold on.
Probably
Let me check.
deserving of that.
Most people, the dogs, don't care.
Yeah.
They just eat it, all the scraps.
No, but Grain deserves better.
Yeah,
Grain deserves better.
I was going to say, the best slice of bacon, I'm sure Luck gives to Grain. Or
Absolutely.
probably has already given it to him at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I can't imagine Luck is not someone who doesn't slip some morsels to Grain while cooking.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Side note: anybody else think immediately of the Batman villain Saz when the hash mark showed up? Real talk. That was my first
No,
thought.
I didn't. That's
Yeah.
disturbing. Please don't connect that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is it an anime? I assume
am
it's an
now
anime.
No,
going to-
Batman.
Oh,
Batman
Batman.
villain.
I'm sorry, Batman.
Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's because Zaz is just a serial killer.
Yeah.
Makes a mark for every person he kills.
Well,
It's great. That's fun.
Oops.
hey,
You know, I'm not now terrified for for the consequences.
Says the
of
not
this
lich.
kind of life.
I was gonna say, you're the one who pointed out the black mark on your neck from when you carried death on your
Oh
death.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Hooray for newfound bloodlust.
yeah.
Me up. Shush. Axel got better. He's gotta make sure things are better for his son.
Okay, so
He was a murderous child.
you guys eat your breakfast, and you guys, anything special? Just pack up.
Is... Oh, you first.
I was just saying, Luke.
Oh,
I was gonna say you also have healing potions y'all never distributed. We can do that offline as well.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that offline. I think. In terms of the loot, Luna would ask for one of the slippers of spider climbing.
Yeah.
Oh,
No-
yeah, monks
no-
with those are terrifying.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I want it.
Nothing on there that's actually useful to me.
Yeah.
Because, well, the defense braces are, but then that would mean getting rid of my armor, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you have to be unarmored for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
The braces would go well for Vidar if he had mage armor. But he doesn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
mage armor.
I'm going to go and hand over some food to the prisoners.
Okay,
I sort of, yeah.
you go over, and they, as you approach, they sort of are shifting their. Where have you placed them? Up against a tree or something along those
Yeah,
lines?
pretty much. Well, I again, their hands are bound. They're not like completely. Like they could probably get up and run if they really wanted to, but
Okay.
that's at their own discretion.
Yeah, no, you go over and you can sort of see them sort of shifting there against the tree. And you hand out these plates to them. They don't seem to be taking them. They just sort of are still shifting there.
You need to eat.
They don't seem to respond.
What seems to be wrong? Fair enough. I'll leave this here. Gets up and walks off.
Okay.
Is Avon acting weird or no?
Nope, Avens was doing all the training, and
All right.
you guys finish up your breakfast, 15, 20 minutes, get things packed. You finish with Avon. It's time to head out.
Right. Out of the prisoners.
Sitting by the tree, they haven't touched their food.
Eyes open.
Eyes open, blinking, sort of shifting.
Which prison is this? The knight? Or just all of them?
I'm sorry?
Is it all of the prisoners?
Yeah, just two, the Echo Knight and the Mage.
Yeah.
She just
It's an
kind of looks to
illusion.
Luck to like. Are you going to go get them?
I'll go get them, though. Keep an eye out.
I will.
Something feels off.
Kind of staff at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they were reasonably.
The Echo Knight was reasonably willing to communicate to an extent.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so
Can
not,
I-
not talking period is curious.
X was just going to take a look at them and the surroundings. Is there anything odd, say, I don't know, footprints or the fact that they're not there?
Do me an investigation check.
Did they get replaced with an illusion and sneak off? Where's my character? Yeah, it's just like, is there anything odd in the general area? Investigation.
On an 18, you look around. You don't see any footprints around them or anything strange. But as a caster yourself, you do what all casters do to check for an illusion. You reach out your hand to try to touch them, and it passes right through.
made the wrong call in the end.
Yes, 'cause it's only keeping us all around.
As you say that, I don't know. You haven't been around a lot of actually, Grom's a sorcerer. So,
Yeah, I mean, he understands the concept, though, that sorcerers, innate power, they don't necessarily need, like, the hand movements and the speaking and the things that you can control.
Yep.
I think he understands that concept.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
And yes, as a sorcerer who can do subtle spell casting, can be very tricky.
Should have killed him when we had the chance.
It's not like they can harm us.
That is not true. But
Oh, they
what's
can't.
done
I mean,
is done.
They can try, and they can do it again. They know the consequences of it, though. They know who we are and what we can do now, so
We need to hurry up and move.
we'll keep moving.
You guys leave this major image that there at the tree, and as you watch it, you can see that it's a fairly long loop, so to speak. Well crafted, but yeah.
We'll get on the road, obviously, but
Yep, you guys can get on the road.
Luna will grab Luck, either sit up front with him or take a turn walking, whatever. Again, Luck, you can't change what's already happened. That being said, I normally wouldn't have spared Avon. I wouldn't have bothered to learn his name. But he's getting a second chance now. It's not something he normally would have gotten. You were wrong 2 of the times. The third one you weren't.
That counts for something.
It does. Jenna.
Word isn't going to save itself.
I think with that, the wagon with the party on it moves northward towards Sojourn's Crossing. 1 new companion, 2 prisoners, gone, perhaps finding a new life, perhaps something more nefarious. But that is for another day. As you said, the world's not going to save itself. Thank you, everybody, from all of us to all of you for joining us with us today. Let's go around and see where you can find our players out there on the interwebs. We will start with Good Guy Pie. Amazing roleplay today, dude. I loved it, every bit of it.
Thank you very much. Games wonderful as usual. You can find me Good Guy Pie on Twitch, where I am going to be streaming more Pathfinder Kingmaker, which is a real fun game so far. And you can check out my Twitter at DoGood2Guy, where I post, retweet, and do things like that. And yeah, thanks to chat as well for all the wonderful donations and all the love for you guys.
Next up is NNG9.
Hey, I'm NNG9 on Twitch, where I stream video games, and we will be finally getting to a Final Fantasy remake this weekend. It took me 2 weeks to finish Persona 5 Royal, but it's done, so we're moving on. You can catch me on Twitter at NNG98. I tweet things, normally when I'm going live, and sometimes puns, even though I only remember about 50% of the time. So yeah, tune in.
Next up is Tree Hugging Druid.
Hello, I am Tree Hugging Druid. You can go find me on Twitter. I don't really tweet things, but retweet when things are happening. I literally say the same thing every week.
And next up is Templar Warden.
Hello, I am Templar Warden. I was, of course, playing the Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi Wizard, who sort of, he's dad struggles. This has been like the last few sessions has just been lots of dad struggles. It's good fun. You may find me anywhere on the internet as Templar Warden. You may find me on Twitter at Reign of Templar, and of course, you may find all of us and some puns in the Discord that I will link in chat. So, and also again, thank you for everyone who's contributed to such a great cause. It's awesome.
Thank you so much, especially wandering out there with that giant donation in there. I sent you a message in chat if you're still out there. Yeah, send me a DM. Let's talk about what fun things we can do with such a thing. Next up in Dragons or Cats.
Hello everyone, I am Dragons and Cats, and I was playing your too hot to drop warlock, Vidar Lycran. What am I talking about? He dropped 3 times last session. Anyway, you can find me out on the interwebs as Dragons and Cats on Twitch and Twitters. I have so much uni work on that I don't think I'm going to be able to stream this coming week. So catch us next time on the Vice.
And I am Tall Squall. Thank you all so much for everybody who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate all of the donations. Starting next month, we will be starting up with a new charity that we will be supporting, and once that is all. That will be running probably through the end of the campaign. So thank you so much. I will be tweeting out when we make our giant donation to Game to Grow. I will probably throw in the extra $1 to make it $1,000 even. And until next time, gather your friends together and tell a story. In the meantime, we are going to go raid our friends over at Scraticus. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Remember that kindness is always a free action. Bye-bye.
Stay safe.